Hello again. Susan's with me again. And we are talking today a 2011 movie starring Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford. We are going westerns, or are we going sci-fi? We are going Cowboys and Aliens. What happens when aliens visit the Earth in the Wild West of the 1800s? I think it is.
Yeah.
So that's the main story of this. You know, the aliens are there in the Old West, and how the cowboys and the Indians deal with these space invaders. So let's go to Susan with our opening thoughts of Cowboys and Aliens.
Well, it was fun to see Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford teamed up. That was really brilliant. And the other thing was Paul Dano and Clancy Brown were great in this. As was Adam Beach, who I recognize, and Sam Rockwell. Fun.
Uh-huh.
Brian Duffy was in it. It was great. And Keith Carradine. Yeah. Anyway, so Wild West is invaded by aliens and they're digging for gold. So here's another movie in this weekend's movie thing that's all about getting the gold.
Getting the gold.
Yep.
And this is the movie what's based on a graphic novel, as far as I know.
Oh, okay. And the aliens kidnap a bunch of people. I don't really know what they're going to do with them. I think they're just trying to figure out how weak they are so that they can come back with a excursionary force, whatever. That's fun. I like the ship design. That was great. I don't know. Yeah, the way that they were, running and or riding horses and stuff, and Daniel Craig his character gets one of the attack armed bracelets,
like a weaponized, futuristic thing, yeah.
And the other thing that was interesting was the way that the aliens had another part of their body that opened up and a littler alien was in there.
So a couple of arms, wasn't there, and the heart.
Yeah. I mean, they all got to do something like that. So that was really cool. And yeah, I saw this. I streamed it right after it came out. And this was my second time watching it, and I liked it. It was pretty good. And may not have been super box office explosive, but Lee will let you know in a little bit.
Yeah, it only made 10 million at the box office. It budget was 163 million, and it only made about 175 million.
So it only made 10 more than it cost to make. Wow. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Glad that they made it.
They did make it.
Yeah.
And some of the names behind this, I'm just looking at the people behind this. You've got Steven Spielberg, Ron Howard, Brian Grazer producing it all, and it was directed by the savior of the Star Wars sagas for the TV, Jon Favreau.
Yeah, he really is a terrific director, and his involvement with the Clone Wars, with
Mandalorian,
but also with Star Wars Rebels and Ahsoka, and he's also involved with the Book of Boba Fett, which just came out this week.
Oh,
So I
yes.
mean, he really is intimately involved with all of the Star Wars.
When you do get watching this, you do get a Star Wars vibe of this.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit, downtrodden people against the forces of evil, invading, invading the town, and the posters of it as well. Sometimes you think, well, that's very sort of Star Wars-esque with a light shining and all like that. But yeah, this was another bomb, as we say, but still an enjoyable bomb.
Yep.
Great. There was some great acting talent in this. Craig doing his American accent.
Yeah.
Ford being his grumpy own self, because he is a grumpy old man these days. He's Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got Clancy Brown, brilliant actor,
and it wasn't just cowboys; it was cowboys and Native Americans.
Indians.
Yeah, in forming the battlefront of the battlefront of the conflict together.
Yeah, and what I liked about this movie as well is the Ford's character. I can't remember his name, but Ford's character didn't hide his hatred and racism for the American Native Indians.
Yeah.
He started off.
Woodrow Dollahide.
Yeah, that's it. He was the bad guy, but all of a sudden, by the end of the movie, he's working with everyone and helping them. But they didn't hide the hatred what he had for the natives, but his hatred for the aliens was even more. So it sort of subsided his hatred for the Native American Indians, and then he started working alongside them and got on all right with them.
Yeah, I think that's something that Favreau does is he chooses stories that tell both sides of that.
Exactly, but this is it. It doesn't change the. I mean, I don't know. It's a science fiction movie, but it doesn't change the historical fact that the white guys hated the Redskins.
Yes.
And they literally killed them off.
Yeah.
And stole the land, did them out of all their properties and stuff. But and it didn't hide the fact of the hatred, which I like, because sometimes Hollywood just glosses over that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, and this is a science fiction movie, and he kept that in, so that's good on him.
Yep.
I don't know about Daniel Craig's American accent, but
well, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but I've
heard. It wasn't Southern. It wasn't Texan or whatever. It was.
Yeah, I've heard better American accents done by other English actors, done way better, but
yeah. Like Karen Gillan as Nebula.
Yeah, yeah.
That her native Scottish voice was completely covered up by the American accent. She doesn't slip either.
For me, in this, though, it's a shame for me. Sam Rockwell didn't have a bigger part in this, because he is an awesome actor.
Yeah,
and they didn't really have much for him to do. And that's the same for Paul Paul Dano, is it?
Yeah.
Paul. I thought they would be going down the route where he would be in agony all through the movie by Daniel Craig inflicting pain on him every now and again.
Yeah.
Like he did at the beginning of the movie. A knee in the crotch, broke his wrist,
Yeah.
hit his face on the jail bars. You know, I thought, oh, that'll be it. That'll be great. Like, if he carried on all the way through the movie being the being inflicted pain, but then he disappeared for most of the movie.
Yeah.
Which I think that's a bit of a shame because he's a good actor.
Yep.
Clancy Brown, brilliant actor, voice actor as well. He could have done more, but they killed him off.
Yep.
It's Clancy Brown as soon as he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
A distinctive voice.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor. But all in all, it's just a good action fantasy movie. And as I say, another one where people didn't take to it and didn't really go to see it. And I just don't understand why.
I get your point. That is pretty strange.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing in this to say it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
There's no bad acting. It's action. The CGI for the aliens are brilliant. Because the action scenes with all the aliens running about was brilliant. And this is from 2011. The other movie what we did earlier was from 2013, and their CGI was pretty awful.
Yeah.
So the effects in this were quite top notch.
I think that a lot of them were, except for the aliens, were just practical effects. But I'm not sure.
But they stand out better on screen than they did in the other movie. But
yeah.
And then you start to feel for the characters because they've lost. They're all getting killed off in the final battle.
Yeah, that was rough.
It was all action all the way, high octane.
High death toll. Yeah, you're right.
And then you've got Olivia Wilde playing another alien from another planet coming to sort of save Earth and destroy the invaders.
Yeah, because she was she didn't want what happened to her people happen on Earth. That's good.
You knew there was something up with the character because she was a bit strange towards Daniel Craig's character, but then when she died, you think, oh right, okay, and the Indians threw her on the fire, her body, and then all of a sudden, like a phoenix from the flame, rises from the ashes.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was cool, yeah. And you think, yeah, we were right. There was something strange about her. Any other things what you'd like to say about this movie?
Harrison Ford does really well in these Western settings.
He does. I mean, he knows how to ride a horse.
Yeah.
So he's okay with that. He knows how to wear a Stetson. And for me, also as well, he's playing the bad guy.
He is. There were monsters, but there was a bad guy. You're right.
Yeah. He starts off as the main bad guy.
Yeah.
But then he softens. He softens by the end of it. He's all lovey-dovey with everybody. And also as well, do all the townsfolk get their memories back, or do they have to start over again, learning?
I think that they probably have to start over because.
Yeah, because they said that Harrison's son was a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Poor Dana, I mean, but by the end of the movie, when whatever the aliens did to him, he was just gentle and like a lamb, wasn't he? Gentle like a lamb.
Yep.
He was angel faced and everything.
Yeah.
And of course, I said, and this the aliens were drilling for gold, digging gold out from the ground.
Yep.
Was that to power? Was that explained to power the ship, or
it was to make the electrical connection? It was part of the power structure.
Power thing, yeah. So gold is precious out in space as well.
Yep.
As it is on Earth.
I think it's because it is like remnants of supernova and stuff. It's so there haven't been a lot of those. So,
yeah. But also, by the end of with the gold, what's near the town, yeah. It's fortune for the townsfolk. It's the railways come in. It's building new houses, new business for the town.
Yep.
It was the aliens digging for the gold was a positive thing for the town folk.
Yeah.
Because without the aliens finding the gold, they wouldn't have known about it.
Yeah, I know. It's true.
So anything else before we go to final say and score?
No, that's it.
I did like, because in the scene where he's, shall we call it alien probing?
Yes. Craig's
on the operating theatre and he slashes out at that alien and slices his face. So
yeah,
and he escapes with that thing on his arm. But when he's caught back again near the end of the movie, it's the same alien because it's all scarred.
Yeah.
And it's going out for revenge.
And it really showed like how quickly they were able to heal up and stuff, because it wasn't just bloody and skin hanging open. It was pretty closed up.
And of course that alien death by gold.
Yep. Molten gold.
Molten gold, yes.
Yeah.
So final say and score then, Susan. What would you go for?
I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10. Bracelets of power, bracelet guns, and yeah, so 8.5 out of 10 for those.
Yeah, right. Okay, then me. I'm going to go 8.5. To be honest, it's a good movie. It's a solid movie. It's a fun movie. Just sit back and enjoy it. So yeah, 8.5 broken wrists out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's broken me wrist. Give me your hand. Oh, but yeah. Well, you had to get him out of the chain somehow.
It's true.
That's true. Yeah, so that's our little review of Cowboys and Aliens. We liked it. Some people didn't go to the cinema to see it. Another one, what people missed out on.
So he, just like Jabba, he got that alien got strangled by a chain.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
I remember. Yeah. I think Jabba. Oh yeah. That was the Star Wars connection then.
Yeah, there was.
I was a bit slow then. Jabba. Oh yeah. I don't know.
That was lifted right out of Star Wars and put into this movie.
Oh, well, if you look into it, most probably there's mostly loads of little nods. which we haven't seen, which we didn't see because we were too busy watching the story. Yeah, so that's our little review of Cowboys and Aliens, folks. Susan, it's been a pleasure as always.
Yeah.
We just love doing these things. Whatever we talk about, we might not like what we watch, but hey.
Yeah, even if we don't like it, we're willing to get together and share that we didn't like it.
Yeah. Sometimes I may like it, and sometimes Susan hates it, or vice versa.
Vice versa.
Because opinions differ.
Yep.
And that's what we like, a difference of opinion.
Definitely.
Today, on the two casts we have done today, we've agreed on same scoring.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Synchronicity at its best.
Yeah.
So please, out there, you guys out there, leave us a comment, let us know what you thought of Cowboys and Aliens. If you would like to join us on our group, on our casts, please message us. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we're all over the place on social media. Geeks Assembled.
Yep.
You'll find. We've got a lot out there, so check our back catalogue. We've got movies, TV shows, audio dramas, music albums. Well, we across the board, any genre, any decade, we've delved into them because we don't like to stick into one thing. We just like to go off on a tangent.
Very, very fun. Yeah.
It is. We like to keep it keeps things fresh. Because if we was reviewing something every week, the same sort of thing every week, it would get a little bit boring and dull. So we like to keep things varied.
Yeah.
So just message us if you would like to be on our little group. Also as well, YouTube. If you are following us on YouTube and have subscribed to us, remember the bell notification button. Susan and our little bell. If you press that button, you'll get notified every time we put a video up. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3 times a week. It just depends how we feel, really.
Yep.
But but we always put some fresh stuff up during the week. So I think that's it now, isn't it, Susan? Anything else you would like to talk about?
No, it was. Yeah. No, that's it. Thanks.
That's it. Well,
and these are our first podcasts of the new year.
Yeah, we've just done. This is our second one. We've just recorded 2, and it's our first 2 of the 2022. So hopefully, through the year, we'll get some old faces back, and maybe some new ones to join us.
That would be really fun.
It's just getting people together at the same time, which is a problem just at the moment with wet commitments, COVID lockdowns. And stuff like that. It's just getting people to get together at the same time. But we will do. But me and Susan have been keeping this afloat for a few months.
Yep.
But we was it never give in, never surrender. To quote the famous space captain.
Quest. Nice.
So until next time, please be safe out there. Bye for now.